the year with another crochet tutorial. Let's get into it. So for this tutorial you'll need orange yarn, brown yarn, a matching size crochet hook, some scissors, a yarn needle, preferably with a larger eye so it's easier to thread, a stitch marker, some embroidery thread, 2 safety eyes and backings, which you could also use felt, and some polyfill stuffing. To start, make a magic ring and single crochet 6 into it. I wish I could crochet this fast in real life. Imagine all I could get done. Now, do an increase in every stitch so you end up with 12 stitches around. Now, you can probably tell from the title that I'm making a cat persimmon thing. I like to call it a purrrrrsimmon, but you can call it whatever you want. Now you're going to do a single crochet in the back loop only. Put the stitch marker back in and do an increase in the next stitch. Do a regular single crochet, then do another increase. Repeat this 3 times around. Wow, we're getting real speedy here. Not really. It's only at 2.5 speed. Now on to the next row. Single crochet in the back loop only. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out what to do there. And then single crochet again. Do an increase. Single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then do an increase. Repeat this 3 times. Now on to the next row already. Single crochet in the back loop only. Single crochet 2. Increase, single crochet in the next 3 stitches, increase. Next row. Can you guess how this round starts? Starts the same as the other ones. Single crochet in the back loop only, then single crochet 3 this time. Increase, single crochet 4, and then increase. Again, repeat this 3 times around. No more surprises now. Now, in rounds 7 through 9, single crochet in the back loop only, then single crochet 11. This is when we're going to make the circle like circular, so it's not just a 2D circle, it's going to be a 3D circle now. Well, I mean, it's not really a circle, but I mean, you get the point. Now I'm at the end of round 9. That went by fast, didn't it? My last stitch and the first stitch. Now single crochet 3 and do a decrease. I used the front loops only to do an invisible decrease. I think it looks better. Now single crochet 4 and do a decrease. Again, invisible decreases. They saved my life. Now I'm single crocheting in the back loop only, and the yarn is splitting, so it's causing me a little bit of difficulties. Not gonna lie. Put the stitch marker in. Now I'm gonna single crochet 2. And again, do an invisible decrease in the front loops only. Pull it tight, then single crochet 3 and do another decrease. Get ready to repeat this another 3 times around. Now to the next row. We're going to do the same thing except you're going to do 1 less single crochet both times. So single crochet in the back loop only, single crochet, then decrease. Now single crochet 2 and decrease. It's basically the same thing, this entire pattern. There's not anything much to surprise you. Oh, except this. Now start stuffing it. So you have to use a lot of stuffing because these things eat up a lot of stuffing even though it doesn't look like it. Now you have to insert the eyes. Insert the eyes between rows 8 and 9. 5 stitches apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And right there is where we should insert the eyes. So I'm taking my eyes, poking 1 in, counting 5 stitches, 3, 4, 5, and there is where I should put it in. Putting the other one on, and you should put the backings on now. Now you're going to embroider. So get a long piece of black embroidery floss, tie a double knot at the end to make it really secure so it doesn't go through the holes. I've been there, it's really annoying. Stick it into the middle, like right between where the eyes are. So like at 2 stitches in, go half a stitch in for this, go half a stitch in it back again for this, and go down like 1 row. Go back up and do the whiskers however you want. I just did 2, you can do 3, you can do 5. Does it really matter? So you want to use embroidery floss for this, or you could use a few pieces of thread tied together, or some yarn, I guess, but that would be a little strange. But you know, just go the simple route and use embroidery floss. That's what it's made for. There is no right way to do this. You kind of have to trial and error and rip out your hard work, which is very annoying. I know, I've been there. Now at the end you want to stick it into the back, part the stuffing, and attempt to tie a knot. Trust me, no one's gonna look on the inside of your cat persimmon, so it's perfectly fine if your knot does not even exist. That was a lot of knots. And I did a double knot, well, like 2 of them, so it's more secure, but it probably isn't that secure. Now after I've poked the stuffing back in, we're gonna get back to crocheting the rest of the persimmon. This is the second to last round you're gonna do, so it's gonna be a single crochet, but this time not in the back loop only, and then an invisible decrease. Repeat this 6 times around. We aren't doing the single crochets in the back loop only anymore, because when we did the increases we didn't do those in the back loop only, so we have to make it even-ish on both sides. And then once you're done with the round, continue stuffing, because you can't get all the stuffing in at once. You have to like do it in chunks. And now for the last row, do a decrease 6 times around. It gets really hard to do decreases here, but just try your best, and it's okay if there's a few holes. I will give you my special technique to patch up gaping holes. I mean, it's not really special, it's kind of self-explanatory, but that's what we're gonna call it. Now, fasten off with a slip stitch and leave a long tail. I'm gonna take out a yarn needle, thread the long tail, and we're gonna close up the opening. So I stick it into the opposite stitch, then the stitch next to it, and that opposite stitch. You kind of just have to stick it around until it looks flat, and since there's gaping holes, we don't want those. So we're going to insert your yarn needle under the holes, and then just weave it through. And now we're still going to be weaving. So these are the single crochet in the back loop only loops. I guess that's the right word to say. So you want to weave your yarn needle under these loops and pull it tight to make an indent. And this is what will divide the purrrrrsimmon into 3 sections. Of course, you could also make as many sections as you want. You would just have to alter the pattern so that you single crochet in the back loop only more or less, depending on what you want. But this is just the basic pattern. Now once I weaved it back and through, I'm making a knot, and then I'm going to fasten off. Now I know I'm kind of going fast through all of this, but you know, if you wanted things to get slowed down, or you want to have a written version, you could buy this pattern for only $1 on my Etsy shop. Link in bio. Now back to the cat persimmon. So we're going to make the ears now, and you want to make 2 of these using orange yarn, or I mean whatever color yarn you want. You could have a tomato cat, that would just be red. Single crochet 4 into this magic ring, and then in the next row, single crochet 1, and then increase. There's no single crochet in the back loop onlys for the ears. In the next row, can you guess it? Single crochet 2, put the stitch marker in, of course, and then increase. Repeat this twice. We're on to the multiples of 2 now, not the multiples of 3. Yay! I mean, I guess it's better, right? And now, single crochet, put the stitch marker in, and then single crochet 3, and then increase. Repeat again. Single crochet 1, 2, 3, increase. That took a long time. Now we're going to fasten off using a slip stitch, cut the yarn, and pull the yarn in through. Then shove the tail into the end. Oh, another one. Wow. Back we are at threading yarn needles through yarn tails. This time we're going to be attaching ears. So you want to attach it at a diagonal slightly above the cat's eyes. So you just stick it in, pull it through, position it, twist the yarn around, and then stick the needle through like this. and then, you know, position it around again, and then stick it through the body again, and then, you know, you just keep repeating this. Pretty straightforward, right? Not really. It's kind of difficult. I had to redo this a lot of times, so don't feel bad if you don't get it after the 20th time. Takes about 30. No, it doesn't really. Not really. Just a few times. And repeat with the other one. That's right, there's another one. That's double the fun. So sit back, relax, and watch me struggle. Well, actually, I edited out the struggling part, so you can't really see that, but internally I'm still struggling. Attaching body parts are really annoying. And now I'm done. So now we're going to move on to the stem, leaf part, whatever you want to call it. So using a brownish color, make a magic ring with 6 single crochets. That's right, we're back to the traditional circle. Now, increase in each stitch around. This is a pretty basic 2 round circle, but don't forget your stitch marker. I like to use a bobby pin because it's easy to put in and take out. I mean, sometimes it's a little too easy so it slides out, but we don't talk about that. So now in the front loop only, single crochet, do a half double crochet, chain 1, do a treble crochet, chain 1, do a half double crochet, and then a single crochet. Each set of the single crochet and half double crochet is its own stitch, and the treble crochet is done in its own stitch as well, so you end up taking 3 front loop only of the single crochets for each leaf thing. Now fasten off and leave a long tail. We're gonna make this thing actually look like a leaf, so weave it through like the center part and then just like pull it tight so it makes the triangle part skinnier, because without doing that, it kind of looks like a square. You have to like make the corners more pointy, I guess. Yeah. Now here's the part where you have to really struggle. So attaching this top leaf to the persimmon is kind of tricky. And now we're done. Last stitch, tie a knot, another one for good luck, and then stick it through, cut it, and now you're done. Ignore the fact that this one doesn't have ears. And here are some pictures of the finished product. And remember, you can always buy this pattern on my shop, link in bio.